Hey, yeah. Suganda, Suganda, hey. I think you give my dog.
What up, YouTube? How are you guys? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing good wherever you are, wherever you're pending, whatever you do. I hope that it is fruitful and it is developmental. I guess that's a word, right? But yeah, guys, today I wanted to share a lesson with you guys. I was just sitting here thinking, and I'm like, I should share with you guys this. But as I'm thinking of how to narrate this, or how to tell you guys this lesson, I was like, it wouldn't like be in a sense good, or I wouldn't like find the right angle to tell you this without like narrating a story, this set story, I guess, so that you could clearly understand the lesson. So I'll try to do my utmost best to actually communicate with you the lesson and make sure that you clearly and understand the lesson behind what I'm about to tell you guys. But some of you guys, I guess you know this story, but if you don't, do not worry. Yeah, I would share with you. So for those who clearly know me from like growing up until where I am today, they know the story about my parents. So what literally happened is that I lost my parents when I was eight 8 years old. Yeah, I'm even losing the memory because it happened a long time ago. So in fact, the lesson I wanted to tell you guys is about, um I, I wouldn't say it's a great thing losing parents, but there's a lesson to learn out of it, in a sense. So I usually tell a lot of people that are in my surrounding or are in my space that, I don't know, for me at least, I feel like I was lucky to lose my parents at that age, even though it's never a luck to lose parents at all. But for me, I feel like losing them then, because at the end of the day, we are going to lose them one way or the other. So the reason why I always tell people that for me I feel like it was lucky to lose them then, it's because I've seen what some of my peers and my friends are going through whenever they are losing their parents after they've been with them for years, man. And they've shared memories, they've cared for them, they've been through thick and thin for them, they've went to war for them, and all of those things. And all of a sudden you're losing such a supportive person like that, and it's never easy, and it's never like a sweet thing to accept, even though death is never sweet. So why am I saying, for me I feel like this was more or less good to lose them then? It's because I feel like, to be the kind of person I am, and I'm saying the kind of person I am benefited me in a lot of situations, with the kind of, or with the understanding and the awareness of approaching situations. I've learned that because I didn't grow up with my, at least my biological parents. I would discuss having like aunts and uncles and so on raising you, but I would discuss that in a different video. But one thing that happens whenever you lose your parents at a very early age is that you should, even though your aunts and your uncles and everyone else would say they are taking responsibility for you, in actuality they are not filling in the gap as completely as your parents would. And I would be saying I don't know how parents would be like, but I've seen how some biological parents are around their kids. So hence I'm saying these people, even though they are supportive to a certain level, so unlike if you truly had your parents like that. So for me, I feel like that actually gave me an idea that place you should make sure that in everything that you do, you actually fight for the future. You actually fight to be a better person. You actually fight to better yourself. That literally saved me from a lot of teenage abuse, in a sense that I never got to abuse alcohol, drugs. I never got to smoke. I never got to do a lot of these wrong things. I wouldn't say wrong things, but a lot of these things that uh, put us astray from the righteous path or the career path. So in a sense, even though, because life is never rocket science to say that if you are educated or you knowledgeable, you will literally just get a job like that, because you won't. But right now I'm respected by a lot of people, even grown people, because I decided to take myself to school. And the reason why I'm saying I decided to take myself to school is because some of us went to tertiary, guys, without any responsible person, or like without any responsible person, in a sense that they will be responsible for any of your needs. I'm talking of basic needs such as money to go to actually go to school. Like school would close for recess and you wouldn't know where you'd get cash to go back home, man. And you are afraid to ask people because they know, like some of them you've been telling them, and they're seeing other kids coming back from university and stuff like that, but no one is actually picking up the phone and asking you, dude, are you fine? When are you coming back home? And not only financial or physical responsibility like that, even emotional and mental responsibility, in a sense that somebody to just pick up a phone and ask you how are you doing at school and stuff like that. And what, some of us, we never had that, man. We really never had that. We had to fend for ourselves. We had to take responsibility for ourselves and see what's right and what's wrong, and make sure that we actually get ourselves to work hard, because you know that this is the one and the only chance I'm going to have at this. So I never, like some of my friends had the liberty to say, even if I fail one or two modules, I know that I would still finish my degree because my parents would actually pay the deficit. But some of us, we really didn't have that, guys. So usually in most cases I hear some of my friends, they'll be like, I'm struggling with putting in the extra effort. Sometimes I just want to rest, sometimes it's difficult, and I'm saying, for me, I feel like you are facing all those struggles because you have the second option. For some of us, we never had that second option, so we had to put in the first gear from the get-go, man. As soon as we arrived at tertiary, we were like, as much as they are saying first years makes a lot of mistakes, we do not have that liberty to make mistakes. So I'm like, for me, losing parents and making sure that and taking responsibility for my life and making sure that I grow up as a responsible being and as a societally friendly person or acceptable person, that was the biggest lesson I took out of losing my parents then. Because I like sometimes when I'm with my friends, I'm like, but guys, do you know that some of these things, to me, I was never taught by anyone. Some of these responsible behaviors, I was never taught by anyone. I actually observed them from you guys, seeing that, okay, whenever you come back home late, they would shout at you. Then I'd be like, oh, I guess as a young person you shouldn't come back late at home. Whenever maybe you start carelessly behaving at school, and I'll be seeing your parents are reprimanding you, shouting at you, then that's when I learned, oh, you have to be responsible at school, you have to be respectful, respect your teachers, respect your friends, and so you shouldn't fight, you shouldn't like a lot of these things. I had to observe them from my friends and be like, okay, this is how their parents actually react whenever they did this, because I don't have anyone who would react like that. So I have to take the responsibility and shoulder the burden to say I have to be the one to reprimand myself and actually accuse myself and be like, yeah, dude, you should really take responsibility. And if you want to be a socially acceptable being, you should adopt these behaviors and let go of this and let go of this. So I'm like, I don't know, I fear for you guys who still have your parents, and some of you some of your parents are sick already, and you can see that, yo man, it's not long forward and what. So I'm like, sorry guys, but be strong. I'm just asking you guys to learn something, like just teach yourself to be strong. That's what I can advise you guys. Teach yourself to be strong. No one can ever teach you to be strong. They can care for you, they can like be the support system, like be there for you and doing everything, but they could never teach you how to be strong. You need to teach yourself to be strong. And sometimes it helps to lose them when you've grown and you've seen the challenges and you understand the process of losing the loved ones and so on and so on. So for those, shout out guys and all that. But besides, I just wanted to share with you this lesson to say, be strong. Teach yourself to be strong. Make sure that you get yourself into situations where they would actually challenge you, and make sure that you become the best version of yourself. So that was it for me. Peace. I love you. Till next time, please subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, and I really appreciate for those guys who have subscribed up until this far. So please, if you haven't subscribed and you are watching this video, please subscribe and make sure that we get ourselves into that 100 subscriber landmark. So I love you guys. Peace.
Hey. Yeah. Suganda, hey. I think you give him a door.